Hey, everybody out there. Let's take a look at formatting our document for MLA style. So what I have here in front of me now is a just regular document full of blank, generic, whatever text, bacon ipsum. So it's a meteor kind of lorem ipsum. And let's just go ahead and assume this was the paper that you had just completed writing. Let's go ahead and get that into style. First off, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we have the information at the top. Okay, so we're going to start up with your name right here. I'm going to type your name in here just so you know that it's yours and not your teacher's name. Then we're going to go teacher name after that, class name, and then the date. And the date is going to be formatted day, month, year without any kind of extra commas or whatever. It's just going to be day, month, year. Um, so if you were doing it on the 1st of January, it'd be 1 January and your year, right? And then we're going to put in the title. Okay. Now, the title is going to be centered. And so we're going to click on the centering option up here. Again, let the computer do the work for you. Don't go click, 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 space, 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 space until it gets all the way over there, right? Go ahead and put that, have the computer center it for you. Now, even though it just says title, if I type anything in here, then it will keep it centered for you. And that's what you really want. Okay. Now, if I look at my text down here, I notice here that I don't have any tabs at the beginning of my text. So I'm going to go ahead and insert my tab. Now, I could go through and I could put in a tab at the beginning of each one of these, or if I go in and I bring it back to the bottom of my previous paragraph and then hit enter, it will indent it for me. So anytime I have a paragraph and I hit enter, it'll keep it in the same style. So you could do either one. It doesn't really matter which one you do as long as you get those tabs in there. All right, now I do want to make sure that I am using the right font. This is Georgia, which is the incorrect font. That was probably one of the default Google fonts. So I'm going to select all, and I'm going to do that by hitting Control A. You could drag all over everything, but it's just as easy to hit Control A. I'm going to hit Times New Roman, and I'm going to type in 12 here. Now, one thing I would suggest is if you select everything and then you just hit the plus button, that's going to add 1 point size to everything. So let's say that some of your text was the incorrect size already. Say it was 14 or 12 or 6 or whatever, and you hit that plus, it's just going to bump up one. So the 14 will become 15. So I really recommend selecting all and then typing in that number. Let's go ahead and select everything again. Now, looks like here I'm probably double spaced, but down here, notice how I have all this extra spacing in between lines. And so we really want to be careful when you have an internet document because it doesn't use tabs. Um, it will put extra space below a paragraph. It's not a second space, but it's just longer of a space, right? And so what we want to do is we want to make sure to get rid of all of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Format, Line and Paragraph Spacing. Now I could click double right here, but I'm going to use this custom spacing. Now this allows me to double check. See here, after the paragraph, it has 18 points. That's that extra space down here in between the paragraphs. So for line spacing, I'm going to make 2, and I'm going to make sure both of those are zeros. But that tells the document, don't put any extra spacing after the paragraph, okay? It'll make it double space, so there'll be that extra space in between, but there won't be anything additional or on top of that. I'm going to hit apply, and there we go. Now, I also, everything looking pretty good here, right? Okay, excellent. All right, I like the way I have it here. I think we're pretty set now. The one thing I do want to do is get ready to put in my works cited page. Now, I know that we could probably hit enter a bunch of times and then copy and paste it in there, but I'm going to use a page break, and I'll show you why. So let's go to your works cited page. And here is my works cited page right here. And I'm just going to select everything again, Control A, and then Control C to copy it. And then I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to paste it in. And you see where this is on the bottom of the second page here that I have? the works cited belongs on its own page. Okay, it belongs on its own page, and is always going to be the last page after, right? So I'm going to insert break, page break. And what that's going to do is that's going to kick that down, right? But now notice, here's the thing. If I were just to hit a bunch of enters, if I did anything to the text up here, it would change where that works cited page started. Let's say, for instance, copy and paste, and I paste again. Notice now I went down to my third page, but it bumped this down another page. And so it always keeps it separated. Now my works cited page was already formatted, so we're already good there. Notice it's 12 point Times New Roman. We were already good there. But just to double check that, I'm going to select my works cited page. Yep, font right, size right. And then under format, I'm going to select align and indent and indentation options. And just to double check it, I'm going to make sure my left and right indentions are 0 and my special indent says hanging. And there we go. Now your document is ready in MLA format.